Championship, we bring you the final contest from the Western and Western North Zone, which features Fijai Senior High School, Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School, and GSTS. Yes. So I've been informed that the first regional championship was won by Archbishop Porter Girls. Will they be able to win it again? Okay. Then I am told that GSTS are the giants. Really? Will the giants win? Will the giants win? Or will Fijai Senior High School pull another surprise in this contest? Let's meet the contestants. Let's meet the contestants. Fijai Senior High School is represented by
Bosomche Blessing, final year.
And
Daniel.
And Daniel, Blessing and Daniel. Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School represented by
Irama Inti Amwadeku, final year.
And
Examalina Kwache, final year.
Irama and Lina. You are also welcome. GSTS, represented by Samuel and
Mensa Richmond.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. We look forward to an exciting contest. The Regional Championship is proudly sponsored by GWEL with support from JoyNews. We also want to acknowledge the support of CHAS in preparing these brilliant students to participate in the competition. We truly appreciate you. I am Dr. Anita Opon, your quiz mistress, and this is a primetime production. So we don't waste time, we go straight to business. This contest comes to you in 4 rounds. And in round 1, which I'll begin with, Fijai Senior High School, the questions come to each school. And contestants, you have 10 seconds to give an answer, or 30 seconds to give an answer if the question involves calculation. A correct answer can have a maximum point of 3. But if the answer is incorrect, I may pass the question on for a bonus. And the first out of the 2 other schools to press the bell will have the opportunity to answer for 1 point if it's correct, or a deduction of 1 point if it is incorrect. Like I said, I'll begin with Fijai Senior High School. Apart from being enjoyed as food, what other use is the pineapple plant to humans? Yes, Blessing.
So the pineapple plant is cultivated to earn income. That is, it is sold and it gives the farmer income for survival.
GSTS.
Apart from being used as food, the pineapple plant also has a lot of health benefits. It has a lot of health benefits. And this as a result of certain nutrients and then minerals it contains. The pineapple plant serves.
The plant is a source of fiber. The plant is a source of fiber. So, Archbishop Porter girls, name one common finished product made from the fiber of pineapple.
Linen. Linen.
Linen. No. Okay, GSTS. Give another finished product made from the fiber of pineapple. Yes, Samuel.
Rayon.
I can't hear you.
Rayon.
Please spell that.
R-A-Y-O-N.
R-A.
Y-O-N.
Oh, rayon. Okay. No. No. Bonus. So, I was looking for shirts, shawls, and scarf. You can use the fibers from the pineapple to make shirts. I said finished product. You gave me the materials. Shirt, shawl, and scarf. Another preamble. Find integer values of A, B, C, such that the solution set of the inequality find integer values of A, B, C, such that the solution set of the inequality. Fijai Senior High, AX squared plus BX plus C less than 0 is X is such that X is greater than negative 1 over 2, but less than 1 over 3.
So we have
Yes,
A
Daniel,
to be equal to 6,
into the microphone.
A to be equal to 6, B to be equal to -1, and C to be equal to 2.
1 out of 3. Archbishop Porter girls. AX squared plus BX plus C greater than 0 is X is such that X is less than 2 over 3 or X is greater than 3 over 2. Yes, Lena.
We have A to be equal to 6, B to be equal to -13, and C to be equal to 1.
2 out of 3. GSTS. AX squared plus BX plus C less than 0 is X is such that X is greater than -2 over 5, but less than 3 over 4. Yes. Samuel.
A is equal to 20, B is equal to -7, and then C is equal to -6.
That is incorrect. Yes, it's correct. It's correct. It's correct. It is correct. It is correct. A preamble. A preamble. A preamble. Give the formula of the simplest compound formed between the following pairs of elements. Give the formula of the simplest compound formed between the following pairs of elements. Fijai Senior High, phosphorus and hydrogen.
pH3.
That is correct. Archbishop Water Girls, phosphorus and nitrogen.
PN.
PN is correct. GSTS, silicon and carbon. Yes, Richmond.
SIC.
SIC, yes. Fijai Senior High. Find the flight time of a projector propelled vertically upwards at 15 meters per second from the surface of a celestial body on which surface gravity is 1.8 meters per second squared. Yes, Daniel.
0.017 seconds.
That is incorrect. GSTS for a bonus. Yes, Richmond.
17 seconds.
That is correct. Archbishop Water Girls. Find the launch speed of an object projected from the surface of a planet whose surface gravity is 3.7 meters per second squared, given that the flight time of the projectile is 14 seconds. Lina.
So we have 25.9 meters per second.
That is incorrect. Fijai Senior High for a bonus. Yes, Blessing.
26 seconds.
That is incorrect. So, the answer is 1.9 meters per second. GSTS. The flight time of a projectile launched at 0.49 meters per second from the surface of a rocky solar system object is 3.5 seconds. Find the magnitude of the surface gravity at the launch point. Yes, which one?
0.28 meters per second squared.
That is correct. A preamble to all schools. A preamble to all schools. Name one product of groundnut oil apart from cooking oil. So when I get to the school, you give me one product of groundnut oil apart from cooking oil. Fijai Senior High. Yes.
So, groundnut oil is used in pomades.
Pomade.
Yes.
No. I don't have pomade. Archbishop Water Girls. Lena.
Groundnut oils are used for making drugs. They are used for making drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah.
No. 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 GSTS. GSTS, yes.
Sweet and biscuit. Sweet and biscuit.
Sweet and biscuit. So, so I have here margarine, shortening, soap, shaving cream, plastics, and paints. Those are the uses for coconut oil. Another preamble. Find the coordinates of the image points. After the points, find the coordinates of the image points. After the points, Fijai Senior High, A, giving us 53. A, giving us 5-3. Is reflected in the point P, giving us 3, -2. Yes, Daniel.
8 -1.
That is incorrect. GSTS for a bonus.
1 -7.
That is correct. Archbishop Water Girls. Point B, giving us -2-4, reflected in the point P, giving us 4-3. Yes, Lena.
We have 10-2.
Yes, 10-2. GSTS. The point C, giving us 4 -3, is reflected in the point P, giving us 1-2.
-27.
That is correct. A preamble to all schools. A preamble to all schools. Give the name of one possible structural isomer of C4H5Br, given that it contains a triple bond. So when I get to the school, you give me the name of one possible structural isomer of C4H5Br, given that it contains a triple bond. Fijai Senior High. Daniel,
1 bromo 2 butane.
please say that again.
1
If there's too much noise, I can't hear them. Yes. Thank you.
1 bromo 2 butane.
Yes. That is correct. Archbishop Water Girls, Lena.
2 bromo 1 butane.
Say that again.
2 bromo 1 butane.
1 butane. No. GSTS.
3 bromo 1 butane.
Yes, that is correct. So the other two options were 1 bromo 1 butane or 4 bromo 1 butane. The last set of questions for round 1, and it's a preamble to all schools. Find the magnitude of the linear momentum of an object of mass m and a velocity v, given that. So find the magnitude of the linear momentum of an object of mass m and velocity v, given that. Fijai Senior High, m equals 6 kilograms, v equals 8I minus 6J meters per second. Yes, Daniel.
60 kilogram meter square per second.
No. GSTS.
60 kilogram meters per second.
60 kilograms meters per second. No. Please pause. Okay, so the answer GSTS gave is correct. Archbishop Water Girls, M equals 2 kilograms and V equals 15I plus 8J meters per second. Yes, Irama.
The linear momentum is 34 kilogram meter per second.
Yes, that is correct. GSTS, M equals 6 kilograms and V equals 12I minus 16J meters per second.
$120 kilogram meters per second.
That is correct. And that ends round 1. So I have 2 petitions here that I need to address. The biology question where they were asked to give the finished product from pineapple fiber. So Archbishop Potter Girls gave linen. Linen is not. The consultant says no, it shouldn't be accepted. Then the physics question, where they are to find the speed of the projectile if you are given the surface gravity to be 3.7 and the time of flight to be 14 seconds. The answer is 26 seconds. So they gave 25.9, but it's supposed to be to 2 significant figures. So it should be 26 seconds. And Fijai Senior High gave me the 26 seconds, so they get 1 point. So, at the end of round 1, the results are Fijai Senior High 7 points, Archbishop Potter Girls Senior High 11 points, GSTS 20 points. Round 2. In this round, questions go to all schools simultaneously. The first school to press the bell and gives the correct answer gets 3 points. The second school gets 2 points. The third school that gives the correct answer gets 1 point. All incorrect answers get a deduction of 1 point. The points are precious. So, when you ring the bell, your answer has to be ready. Please, do you understand me? It's speed race, so you ring, you answer. Okay. Question 1. Find the moment of inertia of a uniform thin-walled hollow sphere of mass 0.3 kilograms and radius 0.2 meters about an axis passing through the center of the sphere. GSTS. Richmond.
We have 4.8 times 10 raised to the power negative 3 kilogram meter squared.
That is incorrect. The answer is 0.008 kilogram meter squared. Find the wavelength of an electromagnetic wave of frequency 15 tetrahertz. GSTS.
Okay.
Richmond.
We have 2.0 times 10 raised to the power positive 3 meters.
No. Archbishop Potter girls.
So we have 2.0 times 10 raised to the power negative 4 meters.
No. So the answer is 20 micrometers, or 2.0 times 10 to the power, that would be negative 5 meters. Find the period of a simple pendulum of length 5.6 meters oscillating on Ganymede, it's a planet, whose surface gravity is 1.4 meters per second squared. GSTS.
12 seconds.
That is incorrect. Thirteen seconds. Which of the following plants are common but dangerous garden plants? Nerium oleander, Euphorbia mealy, Ricinus communis. GSTS.
The Euphorbia mini. Euphorbia mini.
No. All of them are dangerous garden plants. Which house plant causes difficulty in speaking, swallowing, and breathing when ingested? It is known as dumb cane or Diphenbensia species. Today we are learning biology. Yes. Name one common group of leguminous plants that may cause mechanical injury to humans in northern Ghana. The answer is thorny acacia. Yes. A straight line in the x and y plane makes an angle of 150 degrees with the positive direction of the x-axis. Find the slope of the line. Yes, Archbishop Potter girls.
The slope is negative root 3 on 3.
That is correct. The area of a circle is increasing at a steady rate of 2 pi centimeter squared per second. Find the rate of the increase of the radius when the radius r equals 4 centimeters. Yes, GSTS.
We have 1/4 centimeters per second.
That is correct. Simplify the numerical expression numerator 5 minus 2 root 3, denominator 5 plus 2 root 3. Archbishop Water Girls.
So we have
Give your answer.
13 root 13 over negative 5.
No. So the answer is numerator 27 minus 20 root 3 with denominator 13. What volume of water must be added to 12.0 centimeters cube of 0.50 mole per decimeter cube HBr solution to obtain a concentration of 0.15 mole per decimeter cube solution? Archbishop Water Girls.
8.0 centimeters cube.
That is not correct. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so we have 28.0 centimeters cube.
No. Yes.
28 centimeters cube.
Yes, 28 centimeters cube. Significant figures. Significant figures. Propane. Propane undergoes an incomplete combustion in limited oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. What mass of carbon dioxide is produced from 1 mole of propane? Yes, GSTS.
132 gram.
No. That is incorrect. Archbishop Water Girls.
So we have so we have our answer to be
No.
one.
No. When you ring the bell, your answer has to be ready. Okay? So the answer is 84 grams. The last question for round 2. Calculate the percentage composition of carbon in uric acid. That is C5H4N4O3. So the answer is 36%, and that ends round 2. So I have a petition that I need to address. The chemistry question that was asking what mass of carbon dioxide is produced from 1 mole of propane. Yes, the correct answer is 132 grams, and GSTS got it. So at the end of round 2, Fijai Senior High School had 9 points, Archbishop Potter Girls Senior High School 11 points, GSTS had 21 points. Before round 3, substitution for Archbishop Potter Girls Senior High, Abigail in Ketia is coming in for a Rama in Tiamwa. Yes. Round 3. Round 3, the true or false statements round. In this round, I pose a statement to each school, and contestants, you have 10 seconds to tell me whether the statement I made is true or false. A correct answer is worth 2 points, an incorrect answer a deduction of 1 point. You may choose not to answer, for which I'll pass that statement on for a bonus. The school that presses the bell to give a correct answer first gets 2 points. Incorrect answer, a deduction of 1 point. I will begin from Fijai Senior High School. The period of simple pendulum is proportional to the square root of the pendulum's length.
True.
That is correct. Archbishop Potter Girls. The maximum speed of the bulb of a simple pendulum is independent of the length of the pendulum. False. That is correct. GSTS. The maximum speed of the bulb of a simple pendulum depends on the angular displacement amplitude of the pendulum. Yes, Richmond?
False.
That is incorrect. Fijai Senior High. Pawpaw is known as food of the gods.
True.
That is correct. Archbishop Porter Girls. Pawpaw drinks were consumed by the Aztec for centuries before Europeans got to know of them.
True.
That is correct. GSTS. GSTS. The word chocolate came from an Aztec word.
True.
That is correct. Fijai Senior High. The slope of the line segment joining the point A given as -1, 2 and B given as 3, -4 is -2.
False.
Yes. Archbishop Porter Girls. The midpoint of the line joining A given as 3, 1 and B given as -5, 3 is -2, 4.
False.
That is correct. GSTS. The slope of a perpendicular to the line joining A given as 3, 1 and B given as 1, 3 is 1.
True.
That is correct. Fijai Senior High. The equilibrium constant of a reaction is temperature dependent.
True.
That is correct. Archbishop Porter Girls. If the equilibrium constant is very small, then the reaction favors the product.
False.
That is correct. GSTS. The equilibrium constant is always equal to the ratio of the rate constant for the forward and reverse reactions. Richmond?
True.
No. A preamble. The acceleration of an object is constant and is parallel to a vector that lies entirely in the xy plane. The acceleration of an object is constant and parallel to a vector that lies entirely in the xy plane. Fijai Senior High. If the object is initially at rest at the origin, the object moves in the xy plane. Yes.
True.
Yes, that's true. Archbishop Porter Girls. If the initial velocity of the object is in the same direction as its acceleration, the object moves parallel to the xy plane.
True.
Yes, that's right. Yes, yes. If the initial velocity of the object is in the same direction as its acceleration, the object moves along a straight line. Richmond?
It's true.
Yes, it's true. Fijai Senior High. The sting horn is a fungus. Yes, blessing.
False.
No. Archbishop Potter Girls. The puffball is a fungus.
True.
Yes, that's true. GSTS. All mushrooms are edible. Yes, Richmond.
False.
Yes, that's false. Fijai Senior High. All carboxylic acids contain a carboxyl functional group, which is COOH.
True.
Yes, it's true. Archbishop Potter Girls. All carboxylic acid dissociates only partially in water. False. No. GSTS. All carboxylic acids are polar and soluble in water.
False.
Yes, that's right. The last set of statements for round 3. Fijai Senior High. Sine, bracket open, 90 degrees plus A, bracket closed, equals sine A. Blessing.
False.
Yes, it's false. Archbishop Potter Girls. Cos, bracket open, 90 degrees plus A, bracket closed, equals sine A. False. Nullified. So she gave 2 answers. So deduct the mark. GSTS. Sun, bracket. My dear friends, we are almost done, so please help me finish it, okay? Yes, thank you. GSTS, tan, bracket open, 45 degrees plus A equals the numerator 1 plus tan A, the denominator 1 minus tan A.
True.
Yes, that's true. And that ends At the end of round 3, Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School, 21 points. Fijai Senior High School, 22 points. GSTS, 31 points. Riddle. So, it is riddles time. We are going to solve riddles. Riddle. So in this round, I will be reading a set of clues. And contestants, if you think you know what I'm talking about, just ring the bell and draw my attention. If you give a correct answer whilst I was on the first clue, 5 points. 5 points. If I'm on the second clue, 4 points. Any other number of clues thereafter, 3 points. 3 points. Okay. But if the answer you give is incorrect, you have to sit out for that particular riddle. Riddle. Who are those making noise? Riddle number 1. I am a physical property of an object. I am a dynamical property. I am closely related to mass. I depend on the mass distribution within an object. I have dimensions of mass times length squared. GSTS.
Moment of inertia.
Moment of Riddle number 2. Riddle number 2. We are a pair of electrons. We bring atoms together. We are commonly found in organic compounds. We form covalent. Yes.
Bonding electron.
Yes, I'll take it. Riddle number 3. Riddle number 3. I am a 3-digit number. I am an odd number. My last digit is a square. I am myself a square. Yes, GSTS.
289.
No. Yes, Archbishop Porter Girls.
169.
No. I myself a square between 500 and 600. The sum of my digits is 16. Who am I? Yes, Fijai Senior High.
529.
Yes, 500. Last riddle. Last riddle. riddle. Okay. I am a symptomatic condition. People of all ages suffer my effects. I may cause abdominal pain, vomiting, or diarrhea. I can even cause cardiovascular collapse. I may also cause hives, eczema, and skin rashes. I am a sensitivity to certain foods. Who am I? Yes, Fijai Senior High.
Allergy.
No. Archbishop Water Girls. Yes. Yes, Abigail. Yes, GSTS.
Allergens.
No. Wait. It is an allergy, but it's a specific one. It says, I am a sensitivity to certain foods. So what is it? Food allergy. And that ends round 4. We have come to the end of the contest, the final contest of the Western North Zonal Regional Championship. West side, Wawa. Are you ready for the results? Yes. Yes. Why Aurelia? Okay. Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School had 21 points. And Fijai Senior High School didn't pull the surprise. They got 28 points. And the Giants of the West Side, GSTS wins with 34 points. Thank you for joining us for the Gold Regional Championship from the Western North Zone. Congratulations, Ghana Senior Technical School. Congratulations, Ghana Secondary Technical School, for winning the contest and being crowned the regional champions. The Gold Regional Championship is proudly sponsored by Gold with support from JoyNews. This is a prime time production. Thank you.